All right, Joshcast with Cha Bol live here at the Northeast Comedy Cabaret, our favorite shithole. The best shithole in town. Is that what you call it, Bill?
Oh, no, I call my show the shit show.
Well, you asked me when the shit show's coming back. You're talking about this room, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess I did call this a shit show.
All right,
I don't know.
Yeah, well, Bill Miller and Chris Soriano is here hanging out just for, I guess, a little while. They're crashing your one-on-one, but that's cool. We don't mind, right?
No.
Share the spotlight. That's what I like about it. You like to share the spotlight with other people, you know? You're not...
Absolutely.
You're not selfish. You're not like, this is my time, you know?
No. I have to take in my whole surroundings.
That's right.
That's kind of what I have to do. I listen and I just try to just put everything all in a giant math equation and friend or foe, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
so how often do men hit on you? Let's talk about that.
it happens a lot. Actually, the first time it ever happened was I was 18 and I was in jail, and I remember my bunkie was like jerking off above me, and it was like real weird. He was like, "Hey, you wanna?" He's like, "You want me to come down there and help you out?" And I was like, "No, I'm okay." And it's really weird because I suffer from like a personality disorder, so I can come off like very feminine to people, and people always get the wrong impression, but it's always like one of the most like awkward moments you can ever imagine in your life. All right, so what you have to imagine is I come off very soft and feminine, and some guys would be like, okay, have you ever it wouldn't matter like if you just close your eyes, you would never ever like tell the difference. And this happened in like prison. No, I'm dead serious.
Yeah, I know that. I know.
It like from like when I was like 19 years old, like till like till now, like even like going to like a gay spot, like it doesn't matter. I have gay friends, and they're always like trying to convince me, and it's really some of the like greatest like stuff in the world. And see, and I like to fuck with people.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because I have a great personality that I've adapted from a lot of my gay friends.
Right on.
Okay. And he's just recently been coming out, okay? And we call him Brokeback Cha Bol. I call him Brokeback Cha Bol.
You debuted this at Bill Miller's
Andalusia
Bar and Grill.
Oh shit!
Every last Friday.
I did because I don't. If you hit on me, fine. So what?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like I'm not gonna look at you any different in person. Like I learned in prison. Like men go into jail. And they go in to be gay, I bullshit you not. I really do. So it's what is it? Out there I'm straight. In here I'm queer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of the weirdest.
That's inside a real big closet.
See, but here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize is that you have to live with your actions.
Right.
Okay. And what can you live with?
That's a good point.
Me. I just couldn't. I can't. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So quick story. Okay. So this is how serious I was to prove to one of my buddies that I wasn't gay. Okay. This is a true story.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's one of the most fucked up true stories you will ever hear in your life.
Right.
Okay. So my buddy was like, "Are you sure you're not gay? Are you sure you're not gay?" I'm like, "I'm not gay." Like we were like really good friends. Like enough to where like I could like comfortably like. Be naked in front of this dude and be like, okay, whatever. And he was like, would you mind if I groomed you? I was like, okay. I kind of understand what you're getting. He was like, and if you get erect, he was like, that will prove you at least have some kind of sexual fetish. Like, yeah. And I actually let this man groom me with not like a razor. He wasn't like, we didn't put on like shaving cream, and he was like, You know what I mean? He used clippers because he had everything in the book. Like, his grooming outlet was amazing.
So were you talking about like your hair or your face?
No, my actual package.
Oh wow!
I let my buddy touch my package.
He's working downtown.
Yeah, and
did he have wax and everything, like a waxing kit?
No, but I actually
lift your balls.
No, but I have had my taint. I've had to have my taint hot waxed.
Oh wow!
Okay.
So the way I live life is.
You have hot wax in prison?
Oh no, that would be kind of weird. But I'm sure if we had hot wax in prison,
you made your own.
Men would hot wax everything in there. Listen, you'd understand. Like just have so much time. Some guys would be just like, all right, like you want to try it out and shit.
Right.
There's just so much time on your hands. People will do almost anything in jail. You give hot wax in there. Oh, hell yeah, it was definitely good. Now, men shave, but you got to realize in jail you have mental health too.
Yeah.
Men shave everything, when they hand out the razors, because most of the time those people, they need to be watched when they shave. So,
right.
And
so did you get erect?
Did I get no? Well, back to the story. No,
back to the story.
No, okay, back to the story. No, he literally shaved everything, my taint, my balls, and he handled it as if he was probably grooming himself.
Sure.
He wasn't stroking me off here you go. No, he handled it like a gentleman.
Yeah. And
I handled myself like a straight gentleman.
Like how the barber puts his finger on your temple to move your head. He's doing that with your penis.
Yeah, actually, pretty much he lifted up my head, from the shaft and went underneath my balls, because I'm actually a very hairy man down there.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, I was comfortable getting naked in front of him, and he always constantly tried to convince me, because I was living in Vegas, so...
Were you nervous that he would just, pop your penis in your mouth, even though you said you were comfortable?
No, because...
Did you think about the back? Yeah, what if he just pops my penis in his mouth?
Because he was worth millions.
Oh.
So there was he was...
You could have Me Too'd him.
I wouldn't... No, because he was a best friend to me at the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wanted to buy a car, and he was like, okay, I'll give you the money for a car, so he gave me $1,600.
Wow.
But I blew it on crack. So,
Was that good? Was it good crack?
You know what?
It has a lot of crack.
I have no, till this day, I have no idea on how I spent $1,600. I don't, it was gone real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Crack just seems to be my forego. And, and that's kind of what, ruined our relationship, because, after that 16, because I went out to Vegas to go chill, to get sober with him, because he runs a huge industry, and people don't know he's actually homosexual. So I'm not going to mention his names, but I came back here because I thought it was cool, and he was like, "Oh, you get back on your feet. Here you go, honey," and here's $1,600, and I got back here, and I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna spend $50 on smoking just a little bit of crack, and then
just a little bit of crack.
I'm gonna ask the guy, because I think the car was $1,200, and we figured title tag, and I'm gonna ask the guy, can we figure something out if I come up $50 short?
Right.
And I still have no idea on how the fuck I spent. I guess it would be $1,500, and it would be all that fucking money.
Oh. So he never forgive you? Did he ever forgive you for the...
We still talk every once in a while, birthdays, Facebook,
that's good.
That's
stuff
good.
like that.
You're not best friends like you used to be, kind of not that close.
No, but it's one of them things where I know he could, we know we can call each other.
Yeah.
What's up, Bo? I'm in New York. I'd probably have to schedule with him to stay in a condo or something, and hopefully, he doesn't still be like, you want to give it a shot? And I'll be like, oh, bull, but that's just happened to me all my life.
Yeah.
And that's one of the craziest stories about me, is that I hold nothing against people, because people are fucking psychos. Everybody's a psycho
in their own way.
I'm a psycho, all right? it's going to be real crazy when people find out I'm John Wayne Gacy minus the bodies. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because nobody's found mine yet, so you can't prove anything.
There you go. Good for you.
Now you said you used to be fat, right? You said on stage once.
Yeah, I was fat. I came out of I was a fat little kid. First off, I was like a real fucking chunker. I really was. They called me cellulite.
Oh, that's a bad name.
Yeah, they called me cellulite, dog. And you know, and everybody could pick on me ever since I was a kid. That's probably why I can take criticism so well.
Yeah.
And give a fuck what anybody thinks now because I've already taken it all.
Bullying is supposed to make you stronger. That's the difference between, like, everyone picked on everybody growing up. Everyone got goofed on. But now they're telling these kids not to do it. Like, don't goof on anybody. Don't bully anybody. And that's why, you know, you give them any kind of, like, feedback or criticism, then they accuse you of bullying. These kids of today, these fucking kids.
No, absolutely. Well, people finally have realized that there's voices from so many different parts. All right, and the person that is going to speak up for the bully, obviously, most likely, isn't the bully. It's the person speaking up for the other individual. But then we also have to go with, you know, the type of personalities that are just built into this world between A, B, and C. Mm-hmm. You know, A's obviously going to pick on, you know, a C personality if A's life isn't going the way it's going, or, you know, obviously you're a weak target and they know they're better than you and want to feel even greater than themselves.
Yeah.
So,
I'm an A. I'm married a C.
Understood.
Yeah.
And I'm a B. Okay, I can take control of C's, but when it comes to A's, I don't have the mental quickness of them.
Right.
The only thing difference sometimes between me and an A is I have another ability to reach another personality that will just kill you.
Right on.
So that's sometimes a difference. I'm very passive, but that's most likely because having a conversation with myself and I'm trying to dip out with doing the least amount of work and not getting any amount of trouble.
Oh shit, maybe I'm a B.
Right? You know what I mean?
That sounds exactly what I'm all about.
Yes, because an A personality is want to take control then run the whole roost.
Oh fuck, I'm a B.
So
I made fun of all the bullies in middle school and high school. Like, you know, they called it snaps. You know, making fun of each other's mom.
Oh.
And I was so good at it. They all wanted to fight me. And sometimes I would fight, sometimes I would win or lose. But after that, they never messed with me again. So once you stand up to the bully, you know, and I would have the whole class laughing at them and stuff, and then they would just either kick my ass or not, and then that was it. They never messed with me again because they knew I could just say something to make the whole class laugh at them, so they wouldn't fuck with me. You know what I mean? Because I had curly hair as a kid. They called me Curly Sue, which is stupid. That movie wasn't even popular. That was a stupid movie. And then I used to bite on my shirts. I don't know why I was nervous. I would bite on my shirt, so a lot of my collars had like this ripped
that
thing.
wrinkly.
So they would make fun of me, and then I would say something back, whatever, and then the whole class would laugh, and they would try to fight me, and then I would humiliate them, and then they would never mess with me. It was like because I was funny. Even back then, I was killing folks.
Nice.
Even back then, people were like, you should be a comic. People tell me that since kindergarten. And look at me now. Look at me now here in a half-empty room.
They called you Curly Sue.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That movie was big, though.
It was big, but it was weird because they were black kids. I went to an all-black school, so you figure they still wouldn't say that because I didn't think black kids would even watch that movie.
They called you a female.
Yeah, I know. But they were called
young character.
Yeah. But I was cute back then. They were jealous of my cheekbone.
Nah, I mean it's crazy, but yeah, all back to personalities. You found a way to fight instead of physically. Used your words, and that made you a stronger person.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like I said, I'm glad I grew up the way I did. And then these fucking kids, you know, like all this stuff makes the news. You even slap a kid in the head, it'll be all in the news today. And it was never. I told all the teachers I was getting bullied. They never did anything about it. That's why I'm glad that kid shot up the school. That Columbine, that was the greatest thing that ever happened.
Columbine?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I got a trench coat the very next year.
It was like,
I was like, oh, fuck, people are gonna fuck with me. I'll fucking just show them a
red
red
flag. That changed a lot. People were still bullying, but then some people were like, you picked on some goofy looking weird white kid. You're like, I don't know, this motherfucker might have rocket launcher in his backpack or some shit.
Right.
I don't know if I want to.
Edgy, man. It's edgy to have a trench coat, man.
Yeah.
Especially in the 90s.
Dude, we had people like that in high school, like the Marilyn Manson looking shit, the goths they call them.
Yeah.
And some of them just look like dorks, but some of them look scary.
Oh,
shit.
dude.
Like, the
Goths
pale
are dorks.
makeup, the fucking piercings that went through the fucking cheekbone like Indians and shit. It just got crazy. I was like, yeah, I'm scared. I wouldn't fuck with these guys, man. I don't know.
Goths are fucking...
Take out a hacky sack, hit me in the eye with that shit.
Oh,
Just-
man. Hacky sack and goths.
Did you really buy a trench coat a year after Columbine?
Well, I found one at the...
They were on sale after that whole thing happened.
They
were like selling like hotcakes.
I found my dad's old leather trench coat, and it was a black leather trench coat. It looked badass. My
Yeah,
dad's like, "Don't fucking wear that thing." And you tell a kid not to do something. I'm like, "No, this is the edgiest fucking thing I've ever found.
So
I gotta wear this."
Did they make you like go in the principal's office after that?
No, because it's America,
Yeah, but some teachers might do that. You never know.
Hey, I that was the line in the sand, and I just stepped right on it, But if I came in with like combat boots, like shit kickers, and fucking a bad attitude, I might have had to see the counselor, but it didn't happen.
Well, these kids, they don't get bullied the way. We talked about this before. I think all kids should get hit in the face at least once by their parents.
Yeah.
You disagree with that, right? I'm talking about just once. If they're acting bad, not out of the blue, not if they're being good, you just smack them. I'm talking about if they're being bad, it's good.
Those days are over.
I know. But that's why they act like fucking assholes in public, because they can't hit them anymore. They know you're not going to hit them.
They do it in front of the wrong person, and that person fucking...
No, some people still do it, but it's weird how it makes the news. Like I said, it's going to make the news.
Yeah, you're right.
Does your parents hate you, Jabol?
Yes, they did.
What's the worst beating you ever got?
Oh, man.
And what was it for?
The worst beating I ever got was I didn't tell my dad that that $40 was due for my junior Pee Wee football camp, and my mom was trying to hit him up for dope money because she was trying to get high, and my football coach called me. He was like, "I need this money today," and she was trying to hit him up, and he was like, "You didn't tell me you needed this money," and he bounced me off the refrigerator, with both his hands. My dad was like 6'2", 300 pounds. And then ran my fucking ass. Oh, shit. Forgot about the time he threw me through a wall.
Damn.
Oh, okay. So after I came off the refrigerator, he then slid me across the dining room table onto the floor. All right. Over $40. But that was like 98. So $40 could have been like 70 now.
Yeah, that's a lot. That was a lot back then.
And then one time, I started cursing up a storm because I thought my older teenage sister who drove was cool. So I was like, yo, fuck this, fuck that. And she wasn't saying nothing.
Right.
And then I get home, they were like, Chris was cursing up a storm. My dad said, bloom. And I went through, I was literally in one room, and then I was down the steps. Because the wall I went through led to the steps going to the basement.
Damn.
And I don't know, I mean, my dad didn't do drugs or drink, so he was completely sober when I went from one room to the steps going to the basement. I don't know, we must have had a really bad fucking day.
So does your mom ever hit you, or was it just your dad?
Oh, I got to, so I'm the type of individual, like, I don't know if I enjoy pain or like to just see how mad I can get people sometimes.
Right.
But I used to make my mom like beat me until like she gave
I'll say
up.
both beat you.
Well, it was mostly like my mom beat me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, come on. I was like, that's all you got, old lady? I was like, come on, hit me again. You know what I mean? She'd go get the belt, and I would just take that. I would just eat it. Yeah. For some reason, like when I was a little, I would just love when she hit me with the belt.
Yeah, and you roll over and you show her your erection.
You know what? I never got that far.
That's good.
Not that I probably ever acknowledged I had an erection.
Yeah.
But then she'd like, wait till your dad gets home.
Oh shit!
Then that would.
You know the weird thing is, my mom did all the beating. My dad only hit me twice. I think my mom, she beat her siblings. She was the oldest, so she had experience just beating them. Like she just smacking them in the face and everything. And the worst she ever beat me was I was fucking up in middle school, And this gym teacher wrote a real bad report. Like, he's talking back, he's not participating, he's going to fail. This is gym class and everything. And I was supposed to do my homework. And at the time, my mom was even doing my homework for me. And I went across the street and I started playing. She's like, "You do your homework?" I lied. I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And I went across the street playing video games. I came back in. She found this is called an intern report, whatever, about the gym. She said, "What is this, whatever?" And I didn't think she was going to hit me. She took this dollar store yellow baseball bat.
Oh, wiffle bat?
Yeah, hit me in the head with it. I fell back, hit my head against the wall. And then she was on top of me. She went to go hit me. I moved, and she hit me on my eardrum. I'm surprised at my death. And that shit was ringing like, and I was like, "Ah!"
Oh,
and I fucking ran up the stairs. She went my ass so bad, even my dad was like, "That was out of line."
That is out of line. Dude, you know what?
When your dad tells you that your mom's out of line, that's how you know you got your ass.
That's bad. She fucking did it the wrong way. It was a wiffle ball bat.
Should have stuck it up my ass.
This is how this is my dad told me back in the day when they were in gym class. There would be the gym teacher would run off a list he would call the Yellowbird list. And, you know, it would be like a collection of kids that got caught smoking cigarettes outside or fucking skipping class and shit like that. And he would if he read off your name, then you would have to stand in front of the fucking gym class, and then he would hit you on the back of your legs, you know, where your calves are.
Yeah.
He'd smack you on the back of your legs with a wiffle ball bat. And that fucking hurts.
Yeah.
That fucking hurts. That's what she should have did. She should have just whipped your ass with it.
I don't think she knew about that.
Yeah.
If she did, she might have did it. But
Damn shame.
Yeah, it fucking stung. She hit me a few times with that bat. I stopped buying bats after that. I never went to the dollar store and bought a fucking dollar store bat after that. Like, you want to play baseball? I threw all my bats away after that. I was like, I ain't keeping that shit.
Nah, bitch, I ain't about that shit.
What about you, Chris? Did your parents ever hit you?
Yeah, my dad.
Your dad?
Hit me.
Open-handed smack or just
Smack the belt.
belt? Nice. What's the worst beat you ever got? Like a combination of both, or like?
I was playing Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
I was playing Kirby, and I wasn't listening to him, and he brought out the belt.
Damn.
Kirby Dreamland.
He slammed the SNES like down on the ground.
Oh,
that's the worst of the beat.
Yeah, man.
That's worse than anything.
He's like, "Why won't you listen to me?"
So my parents, I don't think they would ever think, because my parents work so hard for their money,
Yeah,
they would never think to
right.
do that. That's why you said that. I was like, your parent, what did your dad do? Like, you said he was kind of like a pimp. You know, but what did he do? Like, was he just a pimp or?
He was accountant.
Oh, that's why I said
Yeah,
that. That's
he's an
why.
accountant.
So he could have just bought another one. My dad, like my mom, she was like, I work hard for that money, so she would never even think to damage my shit. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, our parents bought us that shit.
Yeah. So how long did you serve time, Cha Bol?
Oh, I tried to do the math, and it's probably a little less than 4 years, but not consecutive. But
Right.
there was 2 years consecutive from county to state, but released from state.
All right.
And that was a rough road. Going into, you know, I was 19 years old going to a state penitentiary.
Yeah.
I had no facial hair. Like the day I came out of state prison is like the day I started growing facial hair. It was amazing. Like I also was fat in prison too. Like
That was good. You look the way you did now. Man, you would have made it a day.
No, I went from crackhead 149 pounds skinny to 230 pounds in prison.
Yeah.
You hear that, fatties? Crack in prison.
Well, listen.
right.
Slim you down.
Yeah, crack will definitely. Also, what I feel responsible for my weight loss and constant keeping on is having a strong addiction to marijuana.
Nice.
Because when I came out of prison, I maintained that 230 pounds for a whole year until I got off of state parole, and I've just been smoking constantly.
230 fucking pounds?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yo,
That's a lot.
I'm a fat. I used to be. Nah, that's so mean. I wasn't fat. I was large, but I got stretch marks. Can't see even start.
You can't
shedding
see
hair.
that. But you showed it at Sparky's, I believe.
Yeah, I did.
You love taking your clothes off and showing your
Yeah.
body and being sexy and.
Well, no, it's just about being. It's just about.
Well, I would be proud too. Like I said, like if I can get down to the weight I used to be, like in high school, I would do the same thing. You know,
But you can.
it's hard. I can, but it's just I think it's more that I don't want to. Like subconsciously, I tell myself to lose weight, and then I go on live stream and eat a KFC chicken bowl.
Listen, at the end of the road,
I gotta smoke crack. Man. That's what I gotta do.
I have some in the car. You're welcome.
You ever get sodomized in jail?
No.
Oh!
No, I had one incident.
Did you ever think about going gay? Like you know what? I didn't think this was gonna happen. It's been a year and a half. I'm gonna have a guy suck my dick.
No, because you just have to realize that it's you have to live with every decision you make.
Yeah.
You have to live with everything.
It's just like that lyric from the Smashing Pumpkins. Sodomy is such a part of you. I always was like, what the fuck does he mean by that? But it's probably what you mean by that.
Well, I figure sodomy to me would be heroin, needles in my arm.
Oh, dude, that's a good sodomy.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, I'd be a sodomite.
Listen, okay, I have for $11, I got some heroin in my car with a needle. I'm only charging you $1 for the needle, okay? But here's the thing.
I only used it once.
No, it will be fresh. It's in a package. But if you overdose and I have to bring you back with Narcan, for each vial I use, I want $45.
I respect that.
Okay.
I do.
Oh, you want to try it?
No. But I respect that. You're a good neighbor.
I just thought I would offer.
You know what? Like, heroin is such an epidemic that.
Well, see, this is why heroin should be done legally. See, this way, if you ever want to try it, you know, you could try it under the supervision that somebody knows how to give you Narcan.
Oh yeah.
If an overdose, but I would have to charge you for the Narcan because
I respect that. I would do that.
You know, I don't want to call 911 and have them disrupt your day. That's why I have it. That's why I have it with me.
What's it better high, crack or heroin?
Heroin.
That's the white people way of doing heroin. Was with a caring friend that has some Narcan.
Absolutely, and there's more than one way to do crack. You can also shoot crack, which is kind of good.
Do you still get bell ringers when you're shooting crack?
No. I don't really shoot crack like that because it just takes too long to dissolve. It's not like coke, like old school coke.
Yeah,
used to get the helicopters, the bell ringers, you know. Oh, it's amazing. If you ever, you know, this is why drugs should be legal because you guys should at least try this one time in your life under supervision of medical professionals.
Who was it just friends from school that got you on this? Like, what made you decide to just try like hardcore?
Oh, okay. So I went from just from weed to crack, and then from weed to heroin. And of course, I tried psychedelics in between, and usually it was because on the normal, you know, I guess white people drugs, you know, you don't want them enough to, you know, to be an addict.
Right.
You know, LSD, like you didn't wake up the next day like, I need to do LSD again. You're like,
not at all.
Woo! I can wait to do some LSD like next summer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or mushrooms. You're like, okay, my body needs to recover another 4 months before we eat some mushrooms.
Yeah. It's like, that was fun yesterday. Yesterday was fun.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that today.
Absolutely. But then when you smoke crack, you know, I want more crack 5 minutes from the second I hit it.
Yeah.
Coke, not so much. Coke, I can just. Coke, I would if I need to stay up all night and drive.
Right.
All right, you get a bag of Coke. Let's drive to Florida and call it a night in the morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love drugs. It's just crack and heroin I can't control.
Yeah, that's just addictive, right?
Yeah.
You ever thought you would OD from that shit? Like when you get high, like I can see myself dying from
I
this
wanted
shit.
to.
Seems like a good way to die. Like
you can as many times as I OD'd, I couldn't tell you. Now I knew like at least like twice. I knew I was it. I was like I think, and that was it.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then you just wake up and people are there, and you're just like. And you kind of, if you can come back quick enough, because there's a couple times like I don't know how long it took me to realize like, there was people waking me up, but I know at least one time I popped up and was like, I'm dope sick. Like, everybody leave. I have more in my pocket, you know.
Right. I'm not gonna share.
Yeah. Like,
I don't have enough for me.
Did you call the cops? Like, what's going on? I know I don't have to tell you, you know, my name. So I'll sign here. I don't need medical care. Thank you. And then you have to wait however long until, you know, you stop fucking throwing up and shitting yourself to shoot your next bags, because they should train people that if you try to shoot through Narcon, you OD and then you just won't come back.
Yep. Hey, that's why we need safe spaces. Safe spots to shoot up with a nice, clean area.
Absolutely. And you know, maybe free drugs if you can't afford the addiction.
That's right. That would be neat. Oh, that people take advantage.
No, fine. Take advantage.
Take advantage.
It's okay. I'm tired of people lying every day. Every day they're robbing your homes every day.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
They're robbing your homes. They're standing out on your streets because, you know, they want to bum money from you to go get high. Give these people the drugs. You're spending money to put them in rehab anyway. Give them a place to live and a fucking meal.
Fuck yeah! Dude, that's fucking awesome.
You know, I might not go back to heroin use, but, you know, I might have had a better chance of getting normal if you would just gave me drugs.
I wish you would have learned. I wish you were the mayor.
I asked Cha Bol, why doesn't he have face tattoos? Like, he looks like a guy who would have face tattoos.
I would love to, yeah.
So I asked him, I'm like, why don't you have any face tattoos? And then he says, because I love drugs.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. How can you afford tattoos if, you know, when you any extra money you had just went towards the addiction that you were trying to provide? Fuck that. And I don't have any money now because I still try to, you know, have a current addiction, and I pay. But the only difference is I pay my bills first, and then everything extra gets paid for.
Responsible drug addict.
I
like that.
Hey,
I like
absolutely.
that.
He's head above water.
I like that though.
Yeah.
I always say, you know how people say they judge a book by its cover, and if you like have a face tattoo, that kind of makes your cover of a children's book, or I mean a coloring book. I fucked it up.
Oh,
It's okay,
Bill.
Guys. I love you guys.
Way to leave on a low note, Bill.
I know. I fucked that up.
Bill Miller, everybody. He'll be on the Joshcast some other time. He's a frequent guest.
Right.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.
All right.
Happy
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. There's
Happy
Bill
Thanksgiving.
Miller, everybody. One of the top friends of Joshcast. He was doing his show. Nobody else wanted to do it. Gotta appreciate that. You know, he's a nice guy, which means he's a hack. I'm kidding. Whenever I say that, comedians always cringe. I'm like, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I love Bill Miller.
Yeah, Bill Miller's
I fucking
the
love
man.
him. He's awesome. Great hang.
I was at Bobby Ray's last night.
Yeah?
Josh. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's some dirt on your name in the city.
Oh, we got to talk about this. Come on, man. You can't bring this up and then tease me like that. What happened? Did you bring me up?
No, they basically said it's because of that event that you were cool with, like Ron Dickles.
No, wait a minute. Like, how did my name come up? Did you bring it up?
No, like
How did my name just come up? They just so the comics are just at
they
open
heard my
mic.
podcast.
Oh,
I sent them the podcast.
But you did post it on Facebook.
No, I didn't.
How did they see it?
I didn't post it on Facebook
How did they see it? Because they hate me.
because
so
I just texted him.
they texted
long
who?
story
They texted
short-
Ron Dickles.
Long story short, I found out there is dirt on your name.
I know there's dirt on my name. I get dirty looks when I go down there from comics I've never seen before. So because I defended him?
Well, when you like boys, when you was boys,
Whose boys?
Ron.
I'm not
Dickles?
friends with him. I don't know the guy. But how did my name just randomly come up?
The podcast.
So you brought it up to somebody. You had to.
I texted it to him.
You texted it to who?
James
James who?
McElhaney.
James okay. And he played it for his friends, obviously. So you did. I knew you sent it to somebody, you scumbag. No, I'm kidding.
Just one person.
I know.
He's not even on Facebook.
I know. So you sent it to him, and so he sent it to people. But the thing is,
No, he didn't send it to people.
I know, but I'm saying that. I don't know.
You're paranoid of the city.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Cha Bol,
paranoid. I'm
Cha
not scared of
Bol.
him saying that. I'm not friends with Don. I didn't say I was friends with him. I said I defended the fact that he should be able to say whatever he wants. They banned him for saying to a chick, "You're a fat pig." That was wrong morally, but I said to ban him. I defended him. I didn't say he was my friend. I don't know that guy. That guy's an asshole. Good.
I think what you do is quite unique, and
Thank you.
and correct. I think you should keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. So it was just him that said something? Who else? You won't say the names, right? Because you're a parent.
No, that was it.
It was just him?
Really just him.
But so he told you that there was dirt on my name? Or
Yeah, because you're like famous for that story.
But that's weird because like I wasn't on Facebook when that happened. I mean, I wasn't associated with that on Facebook when that happened. Like meaning that happened in the Center City Facebook thing, which I wasn't a part of, and I never even commented. on it.
But when your name is tagged to that event, though,
That's bullshit. I wasn't there. I didn't defend them. That's bullshit. But anyways, listen, this is Cha Bol's time.
yeah, this is your
Enough.
It's okay. It's okay. I was just listening.
But speaking of that, you live in the West Philly. You live close to the city, but yet you seem to enjoy more down here where it's more free. But it's a hike though. It's a hike.
Well, I live outside of West Philly. I live in Upper Darby.
Yeah.
And you know, it's really not that hard to get up here. Sometimes when you got to fight the traffic on 95.
Nah.
And but I do love up here because I do have more, you know, value of my speech I can get out.
Right.
You know, I'm a shock value comic such as yourself.
Yeah.
And
Like tonight, I enjoyed it. There was a middle-aged woman here. She was doing her first time, and you had no problem flirting with her. And saying
I liked your
things.
set because it was like all it was like all crowd work.
It was
Yeah,
all crowd
thank
work.
you.
Yeah, it was good.
thank you. Yes.
But I was hoping you would say the ushy gushy, but that was the pregnant.
Yeah,
thing.
you should have
Yes,
said
yes,
that.
That's for pregnant. That's
yes,
not for.
yes.
I was hoping you would say it though.
Yeah, we wanted more raunch, just a little bit more.
I don't know what.
Oh, that was raunchy enough, but I
I don't know what could be more raunchy than telling that woman that I knew she was already through menopause, so she didn't have to, we didn't have to worry about wearing a condom and having babies.
the Sparkies, man. That was the fucking
Did you see the
joke.
fucking work on her face?
It's okay. It's what makes her feel better as a person and what can make her go
I just
on
thought she was
further.
from LA, like from somewhere else.
It's okay. Maybe she came here to watch the seasons change.
Oh shit!
But now she looked good. I in another reality, if nobody knew anybody here, I would hit it like
Yeah.
If I showed up her door as a pizza boy and she'd be like, "Hey, you want to see what's between my thighs?" I'd be like, "I got 15 minutes. Hurry up!" So you can't deny that you wouldn't have hit that. Neither one of you.
I mean, she was just way too skinny. I mean, which I don't.
Come on now.
Listen, I don't get pussy at all. I don't care.
Yeah.
Absolutely. See, why don't you get pussy?
Well, no, but my standards aren't high. You're saying that like I turn down pussy. I'm fat, dude. Even fat chicks don't want me.
Oh man.
And see, I think it's a self-esteem.
No, it is.
It's
But
how
the
you
thing is, I'm
present
real
yourself.
too. The thing is, I'm real too. Like this bouncer, I don't want to turn this into a PUA episode, even though it comes up every time I have a guest. I was talking about Chris about this, but he tries to like hook me up on like hot chicks. They find him attractive because he's 6'3". He's half
Yes,
Asian,
I
half white.
heard.
He's half Asian, half white. But he looks like a regular Asian guy. But most Asians aren't that tall, and girls just say, "Hey, you want to give me your number? I'll give you my number. Let's hang out." So he thinks just because of that, we're the same kind of guy. When they don't even look at me, and I'm like, they're not gonna fuck some fat guy they can see on Tinder. They want to fuck you. They want to come up. Why did they come up to me if they wanted to fuck me? I'm right here, you know.
Well, it goes back to the personality thing we talked about earlier.
Do you think looks don't matter with girls? Are you one of those guys? You think that you believe that bullshit? That
Yes. Okay. So
I consider you a good-looking guy. I know that sounds gay.
thank you. No, it's okay.
Because you're well groomed.
No. Yeah. Well, you have to imagine presentation is everything. you
Yeah.
know? People are going to judge a book as soon as they look at it before they recognize what kind of personality you're representing. Okay, and back to women, you have to understand when you're looking at women, they also have objectives too. But what you want to most and foremost look at when you're trying to get for a woman is that you want to read the eyes of a room, okay? And a lot of women, will be, if they're interested and on the prowl, will look and constantly make eye contact with you, okay? And then it's you.
But it never happens with me. I'm telling you.
Then obviously then you're looking down.
I'm saying that no,
you're not
I'm
in a
telling
crowded.
you.
You're not in a crowded.
The
enough
weight
room.
thing definitely matters. There are guys out there who, when they got in shape, they started getting laid. Improve your looks equals improve your game. even if you don't have game.
Okay,
there are
then-
guys out there who have a shit personality, but if they're tall and they're also attractive, the guy can just be like, yeah, my name's like those like basketball players. They all seem like fucking morons when they talk, don't they? Oh yeah, I put the ball up in the hoop, and the coach told me to make sure you win, so I won. I was like, those guys fuck more than anybody.
Well, you don't think that you don't? Yeah, understood. But you don't think there's some sort of stage fright that go up there?
No, they are, but I'm saying that they're yeah, looks, money, status. They're tall, they're athletic, they got money, they got status.
course.
That's enough right there.
But pussy's
Even two
getting
of those
thrown at
three.
them. But
Yeah.
pussy's getting thrown at them.
Yes, that's a rare example. But I'm saying
You out there have to be a predator. You have to get away from a certain personality and adapt somebody for a certain presence of
if only
time.
girls like rape jokes, I would be doing so much better. But
It's okay. There are women out
There are
there
few.
that have a personality.
yeah,
All right, but when was the last time you were out there, where there was a group of women,
approached a group of women.
in a large setting where you could scope eyes,
Oh, I go out every Friday and Saturday night in the city. I'm around women all the time. I used to go to salsa lessons. You go to a salsa place on a Tuesday night, it's all chicks there. Mostly a lot of chicks. And
There you
and
go.
the bouncer, the Asian guy too, about he's cool because he knows all the girls. So he's like, that chick hasn't been with a guy in a year and a half. That chick's looking for this. That he helps me out, and I still don't do anything. I'm
Okay,
I'm
but-
defeated. I'm big chow, man.
but-
I'm a man going his own way.
Okay, but here's another thing. You also I do know a little bit about you.
Yes.
And
yes.
you do have that part-time job, in the
Yeah.
mailroom. So it's also on how you feel inside about yourself.
That's the thing. I feel terrible about myself.
Exactly.
And everything. I live in my parents' basement. I don't like what Scott Terry was talking about tonight. He did a bit in his act where he was like, I don't have a car. I have roommates. I'm short. I'm bald. Like that's how I feel. I said I'm not short and I'm not bald. You can say, well, you have your hair and your and stuff. That's a positive and stuff and all. But it's all about how you feel. You're right. I feel that's because the PUA thing. They brainwash you. They're like, girls don't care about looks. Just go up there and just read their palm and do a magic trick and they'll suck your dick. And I thought that was going to work, and it didn't. For years, I realized that they got to be attracted to you at least a little bit. You disagree? There's a big community out there.
kind
that
of, yeah.
disagrees.
Like,
And when I say,
I
I
mean-
mean my gay community. That's more specifically.
it's
what I say.
it's about how you can adapt to an individual
Yeah,
personality.
I try relating to them. I try to connect with them. Just doesn't work.
It's okay. You just sit and listen.
Yeah.
That's it. And you have to just remember to yourself.
I used to go, can I go shopping with you? Can I be your fag bag? Hey! And it still wasn't enough.
Actually, almost. You could be that person. It's just how you want to represent that personality that you brought out.
Yeah.
Maybe not so flamboyant.
I know, I'm not. Laid back guy. Well, listen, we were talking once in a car ride, and you told me you tried anal. Now, no, I'm kidding. I made that up. You never did.
No, it's okay.
I'm joking.
I've put things in my ass. It's okay.
Really?
Yeah, I have.
Like the beats. You ever tried the beats? The anal beats?
No. I've put drugs in my ass.
Oh, okay. That's not gay. That's just self protection.
Yeah, I learned about this trick in prison.
Right.
I first started to bring drugs into jails. Okay, so I met these poppies in Kensington. All right, and one day I was like, I have a warrant out for my arrest in Philadelphia. They were like, okay, so they pretty much formulated with these other whoever to bring drugs into a prison. All right, and I was already transporting drugs for them from Germantown to Kensington or from Kensington to Germantown. I'd stuff as much fucking raw heroin in my ass as fucking possible. And I kind of, would know what it would like to be taking a cock because them drugs, there was packages probably about the size about the thickness of that beer bottle.
Wow.
That's pretty fucking big because I got like real confident about myself. Like, it really started to become like a joke with all of us. Like, how much could I put in my ass? And really, I turned this trick from me putting drugs into my ass is learning how to fuck women in their ass.
Whoa.
And this is a true story, okay? So after I learned how to put drugs in my ass for, at least a year time, okay, I learned to go, because it didn't hurt for me anymore. Oh, man, I could, it just started taking me, 60 seconds with a condom and some fucking spit to put a whole fucking condom full of drugs in my ass.
Damn.
All right, and so pretty much like, okay, so here's the trick: how to fuck a woman in her ass, and she'll love it.
All right.
So it's all about relaxing the sphincter. All right, that little asshole muscle on that just her asshole. What you see, but it's actual muscle.
What I see guys doing in porn is they spread it open and they go
something like that. But those women know they're going to take it.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's a reason why their assholes aren't prolapsed. Now, if you beat up an asshole, that isn't properly lubed, most likely she's going to get a prolapsed asshole, and then it's not going to look good for camera because a prolapsed asshole is just a hemorrhoid. Okay, so what you do is you have to put your thumb on it, okay? And what you do is you'll feel a constant pulse from it. Or 2 fingers, just press on it. And you got to press on it, though. Don't put your fingers on it and just keep it on there. You press on it, and you feel the asshole pulse. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to trick it you're trying to trick it when it's going to, want to outtake, but you're going to trick it to intake. Because you just want to trick it that it's about to open up. So it goes from 2 fingers pressing the 1 finger in to 2 fingers in to now it thinks it's going to shit, but really it's going to take a dick.
Damn. I see. Hope you guys are taking notes out there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it really works. I've actually fucked so many women in their asses that actually one time, so a woman that has actually fully shit on me.
Damn. On your chest or just on your dick?
No, all over my fucking dick and my
some guys like that. In a sense that not to turn on the fact that the expression "I fucked the shit out of her." Now you can really say you fucked the shit out of her.
Yeah, no, it was I was very proud of the moment, and I was living in a recovery house at the time.
Damn.
And because I'm obviously a junkie and couldn't get his life right for a while, and I came out and I showed everybody my I don't give a fuck. I showed them my dick and the shit and all I don't give a fuck. I was like, yo, look at this. This girl just shit on me. It was amazing. And see, the thing is, though, but even though the girl shit on me, like full and blatantly shit on me, okay, I still protected her feelings.
Gentlemen.
And told her it was okay. Even though it was the first time it's ever happened to me. I've had shit on my dick. Of course, you put your dick in a woman's ass, you're bound to hit a dingleberry inside of there, waiting to come through. But I just made her feel okay. It's okay. It happens. She was loving it. She was fucking loving it. Screaming. She was coming and all. So who knows? She could have really came anally and just her bowels just opened up. And that to me is a positive because I stuck my 8-inch dick, that is probably, about the size of that beer bottle in this girl's ass and wailed on it for 15 minutes.
Is it thick too? Or is it just?
Oh, long? It's thick as shit.
Damn.
I was really blessed. I really was.
Yeah, your first set I saw you were talking about it. You can't stop taking your pants off. You said.
Yeah, I can't. I found out I had a big dick when I was 13 years old, and I was ashamed to present it out when I didn't want girls touching it because I didn't know. And then this one girl, she was the biggest dick sucking whore in 8th grade. Was trying to suck my dick, and I was trying to keep her off it, and she just kind of raped me. I've been raped by women all my life. It's a whole nother story.
Damn, man.
And she because I'm I used to be passive. I was a C personality. I was quiet. I didn't fight back. Okay, that's why I was picked on. That's why I could be such a good comedian about myself because people used to make fun of me. And so she grabbed my dick and was oh, and I just saw her face light up. Her face just lit up, and she just wanted to gobble every fucking inch of it at the time. And at the time when I was a kid, 13-year-old kid with a 7-inch penis, that's a pretty big fucking cock.
Yeah, man. The 2 things. One about the thing. I try to put I carry baby wipes with me, so I try to put a baby wipe and just put it in my ass for the whole day, because depending on what I eat, I get like leakage. Like
Okay,
it doesn't
yeah.
leak. It doesn't leak, but it's gross. Like I'll fart and then I'll feel my underwear sucking up my ass. I'll put a baby wipe up there. There's like a little bit of yellow on there, and I kept using all these wipes. So I was like, so I put a baby wipe up my asshole for like 5 minutes. I couldn't even take it, so I don't imagine how you put drugs up there.
No, it's okay. Listen, I actually I have shit problems all the time with my asshole because of how many drugs I put in my asshole.
Yeah.
I actually prolapse my own asshole from the drugs.
Oh.
So like, you know, sometimes when I shit, it's really hard to like wipe this, you know, this hemorrhoid totally clean as shit, especially if like the peanut butter shits. You know, it never really flames, so it's alright. It's just this little piece of loose skin that sticks out of my butt.
I have an embarrassing story. When I was 7 or 8 years old, I was at the urinal, and we had like this we went to a ghetto school in a sense. It was like a shitty bathroom, like a couple urinals. And then I thought this kid called me, so I turned around. I was only 7 or 8, and they saw my little dick. And these were black kids, and they were making fun of me. And I didn't realize until I got older, stereotype about them having big penises. They were laughing at my little dick. They're like, "You got a small dick and everything." I was only 7 or 8 though, but still.
So what was your snapback?
Huh?
Exactly. That's why, maybe that's why you got.
What was your snapback when they said?
Oh, I didn't know. I called them gay. I was like, "You guys are gay for looking. You guys are fat."
Yeah,
That happened once. I was taking a shit once, and this kid was looking at me from the stall, and I was like, "You're a faggot. You're watching me shit." And they grabbed him and started beating him up. They're like, "Yeah, you're a faggot. You're watching somebody else shit." They're like play beating them up.
Did you ever buy that book, Snaps?
No. Is it all your mama jokes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to, there was a show on HBO they used to have. I think I watched about Snaps. Wasn't that good. I mean, some of the comics are not that funny, but that's it. That's all we did. We just made fun. We all called each other faggot. You know, that's just how we talked. Nobody was offended by it. We really mean gay. We just. I don't want that faggot on my team. You picked that faggot last time. No, the faggot's going on. That's just how we talk, man.
Yeah. Does anybody have any mama jokes? No.
I know the Canyon mama jokes, but I try to like make up my I think I did 2 in my act. I think one was your mom is so slutty. She really enjoys casual sex. Like even when she's not in a relationship, she just wants casual sex. Like that's like an original one. It's stupid, but it's not like like your mama with Wilderama, the guy from Fez from that 70s show.
Or your mother is an astronaut.
Yeah.
That's from White Man Can't Jump. That was in the Snaps book too.
What's the punchline?
It's just one line.
Your
mother's an astronaut.
What? I don't get it.
She's out of this world. I want some mom out of this world.
I don't know what the context is, but that shit just sounds fun. Like
when your mom's such a whore, when I fuck her, I'm bringing her a raincoat and a flashlight. It would have been better if I would said your mom's so loose. When I fuck her, I'm bringing her a raincoat and a flashlight. I don't know. I just thought.
Well, listen, it's all right. We all bomb here on the show. I bomb on my own show. I do a show, but usually when I don't have guests, it's just me bombing in front of my computer, trying to do. I'm not good at topical jokes like Ed McGonigal, so I try to be funny with topical jokes, and I rarely ever have a punchline. I'm like, a guy arrested for trying to steal a pony. I guess he's a one-trick pony.
He was the last guy, right?
Who?
Ed?
No, Ed McGonigal.
The host.
Oh, the host. But he's not here though.
Yeah, he wasn't
Not
here.
tonight. He was not here. No.
Ed McGonigal.
Hey guys, I was trying to hit it, but obviously nobody's listening.
See this? See, I was waiting for Brokeback.
I've been practicing personalities.
You fucking carry. I'm telling you, like. You don't ever pull it out on stage. The character.
I'm still working on. Still trying to be comfortable as a person on stage this day. I'm almost pretty much a diagnosed schizophrenic, so I can.
A lot of comics are these days.
Yeah, right. And but now I actually hear voices.
You promised me you'd turn fag on stage.
You know what? I was eating that woman up so much. I
enjoyed that though. I enjoyed that you just picked on her the whole time.
She wasn't picking on her.
I would have hit it.
Yeah, but he they weren't playing along with you.
He was that man was laughing his ass off. She had no idea how to react.
Yeah, it looked like
So listen, she said she eats hipsters. I would have played a hipster for the night.
So, when did you decide to start doing comedy? You always want to be a comedian, or is it just last couple of years or something? Or
I think I have the personality to, or the patience, or the knowledge to be an actor. Mm-hmm. And I thought comedy would be a good breakthrough.
Oh, I see.
Who's your favorite comedian?
My favorite comedian of all time would have to be George Carlin, but the comedian I want to idolize myself after would be Robin Williams.
You want to steal other comics' jokes and have them come up to you and be like, "Hey, you owe me $100. You stole my joke." Okay, here you go.
No,
I'm kidding.
I'm too creative for that.
Robin Williams did go through that apparently.
And yeah, there's it's pretty fucked up if you have to steal somebody else's joke. Now, it's one thing to hear somebody else's concept and think and have it trigger.
It happens all the
something.
time here, unfortunately.
I watched one guy one time, writing people's shit down, sitting in the background.
Yeah.
That old guy with that old lady that one time.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The only thing I can imagine is you're a writer from the Philadelphia area and you have writer's block at the time. Okay, somebody like that.
No Nixon. No Rocky.
Is there anything in this?
No, you have it.
He's referring to the voices I practiced on, because one time I watched a Richard Nixon documentary, and because of my personality disorder, I can adapt personalities and voices and their mental mentality for the time being. So he called me one time and I did a Richard Nixon impression. And just figured out like things like Richard Nixon would say to an individual him, since he's Asian, so it would be like, "I don't know how you got in this goddamn country, you fucking Jap, you mother! I thought we eliminated your whole fucking island back in '45. Jesus Christ! And then we went to that goddamn Vietnam. We had enough numbers to take out all of you. You shouldn't exist anymore, god damn it. What boat did you come over here on? You need to get back on that fucking thing right away. I am not a crook, I was just spying."
Also sounds like Al Pacino in that movie. What was it when he goes, "Hoo-ah"?
What movie is that?
It's not Scarface, but what is it? Dog something? Dog Sin? I don't know. What is it? Why do you keep texting me that Bell shit from Scarface, man? How many times are you gonna fucking text me that?
Oh, Bellboy? Bellboy?
Yeah.
Because I've been watching Scarface.
I know. This guy
every
fucking
night.
texted me 10 times, man.
See, well, you have to imagine, like, him touching you at Scarface actually represents a personality for him, just for him saying, saying that. Because you have to look at life as in,
Is it like a stoner thing? Like you just keep repeating it?
Well, no. This is just a nicotine shot. I have a nervous disorder. And it keeps me calm.
Tell the story. The first time you met your boy.
So the first time I met Cha Bol, actually, Cha Bol, when was your first open mic?
Listen. I've been I was at the Helium Club 18 times in a row.
Oh, shit.
Or 17 times.
You ever think to talk to the manager at that point? Like,
I did. He told me to...
Go fuck yourself.
I talked to quite a few people, and they kept on telling me to sign up for... They kept on telling me to sign up for some kind of study class.
Writer's block, is it called?
No, something before the open mic night.
Yeah, but they have a thing called writer's block.
Writer's
Writer's
block.
They basically, before even knowing you, they already like go to the workshop.
Yeah, and
that's shitty.
And they wanted to see what I had, and then they'll think about putting me up. And I was like, whatever, I'll just keep on showing up, and maybe
on site you were done, kid.
It's all right. And
some of those comics that they hire for that are douchebags. They're judgmental douchebags.
Yeah.
I've seen their name.
It's okay.
They're not funny themselves, so they're going to judge whether you go up. It's just like the people who host the Raven. Some of the people who host the Raven, as I said before in the last episode, they're not funny themselves. And this guy's going to decide whether I get on or not.
It's sorry.
That's
apologize.
It's all right.
Yeah, they're not funny. You just have to understand that you're smarter than them. I know you are, and I know you are. it's not hard to find something that somebody laughed at, once or twice.
Helium used to be more fair. They used to have a rule that if it was your first time there, they would put you on because they thought you would bring a crowd in. They used to do that. I got on my first time.
It's
there.
politics there now.
Now, for the last 3 years, they changed it. Now they want to put more comics in from the city because they feel that it's going to ruin their business because everyone's political now. It just changed, man. I get it, but it's it used to be more fair.
Of course, but that's why. Comics like us need to band together and find the people that that aren't going to these yuppie ass fucking shows, because that's all they are, is a bunch of yuppies. A bunch of fucking yuppies, all right, and they're not grabbing the right crowd, because who wants to hear the same joke 10 fucking times at an open mic before they go practice it at a stage on Helium? Nobody wants to hear that shit. Nobody wants to hear about on how you're pretty much living on your parents' fucking pension package, because
I don't like Trump. Here's why. So tell us. You didn't finish the story. Well, how did you meet your boy? What's the first time?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, Cha Bol, when was your first open mic?
Oh, my first ever open mic performance was at Patty Wax.
Patty Wax.
On South Street.
Yeah, and I'm a very funny, serious individual, and I had no idea what stage fright ever was. I had no idea it existed. Not one fucking bit.
This was the first time I met Cha Bol. This was my second open mic. This was his first. And before they called his name, he was like, "I'm just gonna fucking kill it, man. They're gonna remember my name after this set.
Oh yeah,
I'm just gonna rock and roll. Here we go."
He's quoting. He's dead quote.
And I'm like, just don't. And I only said one thing to Cha Bol. I said, "Don't be afraid of the bomb. Don't be afraid of it."
Oh, you got in his head.
And then he went on. He did his set, and he was just pacing back and forth. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, this is what he's talking about. I'm fucking bombing right now."
Yeah, I definitely, but I kept on going with it. I wouldn't shut my mouth because in the back of my head, one of my voices was telling me you might not remember what the fuck anything we wrote down. But there's one thing we know how to do is not shut the fuck up. And I kept on going with it. Whatever words came to my fucking mouth, I was going to keep going until that light came up.
The first time I saw you here, you took your pants off. You did, just like we talked about. You said, I can't stop taking my pants off." And you took it off, and just like you just showed before you showed the visual, is like these long john, were they boxer briefs?
Something like that. Yeah,
long john, tight boxer briefs, bragging about his big mule up there.
Yeah,
first time I saw Cha Bol.
Well, I definitely try to excel boundaries for myself every time I get on stage. And dropping my pants is just something nobody else is even would come close to emotionally, mentally, physically, psychologically to do in the game. People don't have fucking confidence like that. You guys, the two of you, are walking around like you really care.
I took my shirt off at Sparky's. You was there that night. That was just to make fun of myself.
Yeah, but
that wasn't confidence. I was just trying to show everybody how.
With those confidence, he, this gentleman, looks very nice inside, but inside he's hurting from his, obviously from his Me Too, performance. That's all real.
Yeah, it is real. He told me.
And we all, we all hurt ourselves inside so much, and I just lived to...
Everybody hurts.
No, absolutely. And you just have to realize that it could be so much fucking worse. Everything could be so much worse. You could be, you could develop fucking diabetes at any time if you don't take care of it,
right.
And then become an amputee.
That's right. Absolutely.
So it's it all could be worse than me taking off my pants on stage. I whipped my dick out at Fenris show.
Did you actually take it out?
It slipped out. It slipped out.
The Delaware one?
Yeah, it slipped out. But
was that last Wednesday?
No, this was a while ago.
Ah.
But I was just trying to show my nuts because I even got low sagging nuts too. But my dick slipped out, and at first I was very embarrassed. But then, one of the voices in my head was like, if you Google my dick, you probably might see it in the millions of photos, but I'm sure.
I saw it once.
Did you?
I had to look at fucking Cha Bol's saggy nut bag.
Where? He showed it to you in person or on stage?
I was at Paramount.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah, he was at
one
Famous
time.
show.
Yeah, and I think this was like one of the first times he did it.
Wow. That takes a lot of nuts to do that. But
Yeah, no, it was a whole lot of nuts. But you know what? It's all about being comfortable with everything that you are inside. Fuck it, this is only a human body. Hopefully the soul goes on somewhere else.
yeah.
And I can say I had a hell of a fucking time doing it. And that's why I smoke crack and do heroin.
Well, what are some of the other open mics besides this that are good, that are not PC and you can kind of...
Okay, so I attend to this one, obviously. Bill Murphy's Dick in Ben Salem.
Yeah.
I love that mic.
Bill Murphy. Shout out to Bill Murphy.
Absolutely, shout out to Bill Murphy. But wait, what? No, it's Bill
No,
Miller.
Bill Murphy.
Bill Miller. Shout out to Bill Miller, and then Marty McGee's in Delaware County, which is my favorite mic. It's my home mic because I'm a Delco cat, and if you Google the word Delco, you might see my picture, and because it's we're a bunch of rowdy heroin shooting acceptable motherfuckers, and so that's Marty McGee's in Delaware County, and then there's shit. What else do I do? Oh, we got Fenris at Bar 13, and he's the first Tuesday and last Thursday. Shout out to Fenris, and shout out to Bar 13. The first Tuesdays and last Thursdays of every month.
I would go.
Wednesdays, first Wednesdays and last Thursdays. Either way, I love Fenris' show. Crazy white people. I thank them for making me feel normal.
You used to come to W.
Yeah, I used to come to W.
And
but
that
W,
was fun.
Yeah, W
Flying
is way
W?
too far.
Yeah.
Is that one of your favorite open mics, Chris? Right?
That's my favorite mic, yeah.
your favorite?
And actually, Cha Bol was there a few times, and it was... That's when I first told him that this spot just blows the shit out of, like, Raven.
Yeah, absolutely. I used to hit a lot of the city mics, and
Yeah.
and
You went to Fergie's, too. Like,
Yeah.
we went to Fergie's. We went to Raven.
Did you guys say you barked there one night at Raven?
I
Yeah,
did.
I
barked
did
at
too.
Raven.
Yeah.
I was doing quite well at all those open mics in the city when I started getting over stage fright, until one time I realized on how politically correct things are.
Yeah.
Is when I was making people laugh. They loved my shit, and my shit was even getting stolen. It was very flattering.
Damn.
And what happened was, I told some girl, I was like, out of all the beast women in this crowd, I was like, this poor young lady would be the only lady I would fuck in the crowd. And everybody laughed because I guess it was funny. And I was like, the only thing is, she's so pale, she's translucent, and I would probably be able to see my dick as soon as I put it inside of her. And the whole crowd gasped. It was the first time I've ever. I mean, the whole crowd. It was like the air.
Usually when they get offended, I laugh harder, just so they can look at me and get mad. And then they go, "Oh, of course, Jacoboo laughs at that. This is what he does. He's sick."
Right.
And that's usually what I do. I go,
But this was like within my first 20th time on stage, so I had, or even 10th, I had no idea to react. And by that time, I had a book, and I just kept on trying to go off my notes, but I never got.
Did anybody say anything after the?
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. You can't talk about people's. I've been told so much shit after I've been off a couple stages. Can't talk about people's tits. Can't talk about fucking audience members. I've never got banned off a stage though. It's usually been warnings.
But it's just a boner killer when somebody tells you, hey, if you want to keep coming around here, don't. Yeah, he's talking to the crowd, and sometimes
it only made me want to go harder.
Yeah,
I've done it. Like I've pushed the bar. Shout out to that bar up in Levittown. It was a badass bar, world famous.
Sparky's. Sparky's. You didn't come around too much, Chris. You didn't like Sparky's, right?
Yeah, I went once.
Was it that bad?
It's just when I went with Cha Bol when I went.
Yeah, that was the first night, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't want to go. I don't know.
I mean, I
just went to Marty's.
It was terrible, but it was just no light. That's amazing. You got to admit, an open mic with no light. How great is that?
It wasn't produced well. Like, it was kind of chaos. Like, Bill was just like letting it roll.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And like, there was no like there has to be at least like some like order.
Well,
you know, even with a mic, there has to be some like establishment.
But it would have. There was no audience. It would have lasted long. It would have lasted not even 2 months. It would have died anyways.
I look at that Bill Miller's dick, his show up in.
That's his Instagram and Twitter. That's his Instagram and Twitter. Bill Miller's dick.
That's how I refer to him. I just love it. I think that's the greatest thing ever. Bill Miller's dick. But,
not Bill Murphy.
There's too many Bill Millers. So
yeah. So yeah, he it was like performing at a show and getting your first ever real stage performance time where you could try to see if you can actually talk for half an hour.
I did a half an hour there, dude. That was the only time. I'd never had been on stage that long. 9 years.
Yes, absolutely.
Half an hour
it was
there.
Fucking amazing.
And I'm not gonna say that I killed. There was only a few people there, but it was cool. And you just not to feel rushed. You go here. You know the light's coming, you just feel rushed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it just knows, especially like Darren, he runs it, he does his job, he makes sure we all, but, you just know that shit's coming. And some of them might only give 3 minutes. That's even worse, man. Like 2 minutes. Right. That's like, some comics can't even tell a fucking joke in 2 or 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So
you better come with something hard in 3 minutes.
No.
That's what Leaps. What Leaves is that? It's like it's 4 minutes now. What Leaves?
No, Helium only gives 3 minutes.
Yeah, the first
you could barely
10 comics are 3 minutes, and then the internet signups are 5 minutes, and then the headliner's 10.
Oh.
Yeah, so you got to bring your quote unquote best stuff, and it's got to be tight, and
polished.
you just got to be right to the punchline. But I could do that because I have a lot of boom, boom, boom type stuff. But
just drop the N bomb.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do, man. I go nigger for 3 minutes. They don't like it for some reason. They want to have me back. Their loss is the way I see it.
It's on my name, Chris.
It's their loss. But those are the open mics we should support, right? Northeast Cabaret, Flying W, Marty McGee's, Bar 13. Bobby Ray's is good.
Bobby Ray's is tight. I was there last night. Bobby Ray's is tight.
Now, if I honestly
I think Taproom has a decent, good open mic too.
I think that we have the capability to really blast everything off the map. The way I look at it is, internet advertisement, and the way nobody's doing anything these days. People are just sitting around their ass waiting to, have one of our shows pop up on their fucking Facebook.
Wow.
All right, and then listen. This is our own domain that we're not putting fucking seats in the asses in the fucking chairs, and this is our own fault.
Yeah.
One time Cha Bol was at High Note Humor Taproom.
Yeah. How was that? I liked it. They go a little
Cha Bol made a cameo. He did it. High Note. He did well too. He was cracking up Rusty.
Oh yeah. They got a good mic there. They go a little out of order the list, but other than that,
I don't like that. How they take the list and they scramble.
It depends how many their special guests are. Like if there's nights where they don't have their friends come through, then it goes in order. But then if they have a lot of their buddies dropping, like one night, then they bump you. I was the first person to sign up, and the guy took the list in the back, and I was like, "Where's this?" He said, "Hold on a sec." He signed up like 8 people, and then I was the first person to sign up, and then he put 4 people after that, so I was like number 13.
Yeah,
I got there first, but that's rare. It's rare, Well, they got a good setup over there. I like that mic. It's good.
Yeah, it's they have a pretty good setup.
They get a little bit of audience here and there, and they got a good mic. I mean, I like it. It's just, as long as it's not the whole hierarchy we talked about, where you sign up first and you go on last, the Raven thing. That's just what I can't stand. That's just shit, man.
But that's why we need to just develop our own fucking our own shit.
Easier said than done.
It's not. It's not though, because I don't invite anybody to my open mics. Because what happens is, and my true honest belief is, too many comics are pulling the trigger too early for all these people to show up for their shows. It's like the kid who cried wolf. All right, you keep on telling the whole village that there's a wolf coming. you know, and then one day, you know, when that wolf actually comes, you know, you cry wolf, and nobody's gonna come, nobody's gonna show up, because they said that you got the next best thing coming. Here it comes, and there's nothing. That's why I don't invite anybody to any of my shows, because I have nothing really put together to actually perform anything. But if I decide to get on my game, I know publicity. I don't know it, but I could learn it. You can learn anything. Any of us could. The three of us could. You know, you have the time, obviously, because you have a part-time job. I have no idea what you do with the rest of this 16 hours out of your day. All right.
Dude, it dreams of shit because I get up 5:30 in the morning, so it feels like a full-time job because I go to bed late. And I'm going to get like 3-4 hours of sleep. So just the idea of getting up 5:30 in the morning, that's the worst part. I'm like, I only work 5 hours. I get to sit down most of my job. But then I was like, before I got this job, I was like, I'm going to walk around the city. I'm going to do live streams. As soon as my job's over, I go right the fuck home. I go to sleep.
You got it. Then it's
no motivation.
It's about Jackie Boo.
It's about
routine.
It's about motivation, and it's hard to get motivated sometimes. You know, you have a day job sucking your life out of you for part time.
We should do a showcase.
Showcase where?
I don't know. We should produce it. We should fucking.
Yeah, but we need a room. I tried posting on Craigslist, but like
we gotta shock the system.
What would this room cost for a night on a weekend? I saw that it was like they rent this shit out all the time.
Well, they don't rent it. The guy Andy Scarpati, he like got this room from somebody. And he doesn't promote it. Like it's on the website, but it gets the least promotion out of Bucks County and everything. And he just doesn't really promote it and shit, you know. But
that's
they used to do shows here on Friday and Saturday night here. They only do shows on Saturdays now. Once in a while on a Friday.
Then we're gonna do it Saturday.
That's where time.
Well, you mean Friday?
Management has to come in. We have to start. It starts with promotion.
But the people that come out are like the two middle-aged people, and my stuff doesn't go up well. Even when I cleaned it up, I just didn't do well. They want to hear like Ed McGonigal. I have to put him down. They want to hear someone like that, like do like topical jokes, or they want to hear.
Oh, like church humor?
Yeah, but they want to. No, not church. That's not clean. It's edgy, but they want to hear like talk about your wife and kids. You
like
know, like
seniors.
Like that's what the comedy club etiquette is. You talk about the
adult
dates,
senior shit.
the dates. You talk about wife and kids, and they don't want to hear my cunt rapes, women hating, spewing racial racial.
Yeah, they
stuff.
want to hear about like child behavior.
But
how my son,
I beat my kids all the time. You beat your kids.
But there's websites out there that we can just mob with our own advertisements. I know comedy. I know comedians that I could sell. Sell an idea. All you gotta do is just sell an idea to somebody who already has the followers. What you talk about selling? You saying no? Don't sell out.
I said boom. Don't sell out. You look like such a fucking sellout. Like, seriously, if you get the chance, Cha Bol, you look like a fucking sellout.
Listen, not that I think that this you know, this broadcast might go somewhere sometime in the future, but, you know, somebody's already laid groundwork somewhere, all right? And sometimes you have to shake hands with the individuals that already laid the groundwork, you know, to gain their groundwork, and then you build from there. It's about evolution. All right, and I know a man who's pretty funny, who and has many followers. Who, you know, if you put him on a show, I already know he blasted all over his own page, and I'm not going to give any shout outs because let them figure out for themselves if they ever hear this in their life. But there's a way to do it, and you know, it's not abusing others, but it's giving them their own platform too. Okay, because you got to be equal and fair. All right, and it just all depends on how you play your cards from there.
Mm. Now, what do you like? Chris's goal was like to have a really good comedy album. What is your like goals in comedy? Is it just to use it just to get an acting career? Like, but as far as stand up goes, what is it?
Shit, you really want to know what my major goal in the world is?
What?
I want to be in politics.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a great platform. I mean, it's good public speaking. It's good. It's good. You need to get, you know, practice talking in front of a crowd. You can take your pants off and talk about pregnant pussy. You can talk about anything.
Listen, it's really not about that. It'd be about convincing the public that I really one time was a crazy individual, and just because I know bad words doesn't make me a bad person. Just because I'm willing to say bad things doesn't make me a bad person. I just overcame fears to say bad things, to subside them fears and make them go away.
Yeah.
So if I had to say bad things because I've had bad thoughts at one time, and you think I'm a bad person, that's a shame on you for having casting bad judgment upon me.
So in politics, are you trying to be a governor? Are you trying to be a mayor? Like, what's the goal for that?
I really have no idea on how far I would take it, but at least one day having my name on some kind of bill to.
Well, you do realize they're going to pull a set you did.
Yeah, that's
they go,
fine.
would you vote for this guy? But that'd be funny though.
No, that's
I always wanted that to happen to me. Like, would you vote for this rape joke teller? Then I do a rape joke. Like, wouldn't that be funny?
That's fine because I'm left to defend myself, and that's the most wonderful thing. We have a whole bunch of people that hide behind their front door at home, and then we have a whole bunch of people that hide behind a curtain in a ballot box. All right, that man from New Jersey who obviously, loves to fucking fly to, Puerto Rico, fuck prostitutes, give them citizenship, still got reelected to the senator of North Jersey. As long as you preach good, it seems like people don't care what's going on behind your front door. As long as you ain't beating your wife and touching children, it seems like the whole world's being okay when they don't have to open up in public.
So what will you change besides drugs being legal?
Okay, what would I change besides drugs being legal? Not having state hospitals but federal hospitals. Giving the homeless a place to live because they're living on the street, not because they want to, because there's obviously a mental health problem going on there.
They put them in homes, but then they end up getting kicked out, and then they're on the street.
So you give them a room similar to a prison cell. You know what I mean? Okay, let them go back and forth. Argue with them. It doesn't matter. Figure something out.
But if we give them a home, then they're still going to ask for money. Then what's the point of giving any homeless person money? It's like, you got a home, you fucking bum.
A homeless person really doesn't. They don't. A true. See, I lived on the streets.
Yeah.
So I'll talk to anybody. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sometimes a homeless person, you can talk to them and they sound like a completely normal person, just like how me and you were talking.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, that mental health kicks in. Mm-hmm. And they're talking about how every the streets are filled with crack and everybody's watching them, and they don't take any money from people because they're crackheads and they're part of the system. Anything can kick in, the paranoid schizophrenia, anything. So these people obviously have something wrong with them, because. Not everybody wants to. Okay, yeah, some people are like, "Fuck that! I'm not paying such and such and carrying a job." But what normal person is going to do that? Obviously, we want to keep a roof above our head. That's what I figured out. I was tired of shooting fucking dope in the cold. Now I want to shoot dope with a roof over my head.
That sounds better.
Absolutely.
Warm, heat. Fucking do that shit out in the cold. Who wants to do that, man? Especially on a night like this. It's supposed to be 20 degrees tonight, man.
Absolutely. We throw these people in jail and we give them a checkers board to play checkers with from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed. Why can't we throw these fucking mental health people into a maybe not a locked facility, but an under surveillance ground facility, and to have them monitorized and let them play checkers?
Yeah, that sounds good. Now, what is one of your favorite sets you ever done? Like, where you feel like you killed it? Do you remember any? Like one in particular? Like, what's your favorite? Or is it a joke you told maybe that got a big pop-a-rooney?
I never go up with it. I never go up with the same set twice. Never have. I like to make people feel uncomfortable,
Yeah, me too.
and he's been waiting for this. And one of the greatest things I've ever done is shit. I make people I love making myself laugh more than things like tonight where people literally thought I was doing heroin on stage.
Yeah.
Somebody gasped in the crowd. That was amazing. And but 3 weeks ago I brought out this character that I've always had in my life, which I talked about earlier, called Brokeback Cha Bol.
Yeah.
Okay, now Brokeback Cha Bol, I made an audience member feel so uncomfortable, that he didn't know how to react. And then
Was that at Bill Miller's Andalusia?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was there.
And I was dying inside to watch this, probably Republican tattooed armed gentleman respond to a gay, character from stage. And one of my personalities was grabbing its stomach, and I could see it in my head, laughing his ass off because he was so caught off guard and uncomfortable. And then he just started to come with the jail reference, like, "Oh, so you ate the honey bun?" And I was like, "Oh, baby, oh, honey, I enjoyed that honey bun as your cum ran down the crack of my ass, baby." You know what my top lip smells like, honey? Your nutsack, as you were fucking me from above, honey. You like it when you shove that cock down my throat and it touches no teeth, don't you, baby? And shit like that. But that personality comes from a lot of the gay people I've interacted with my whole life because of how flamboyant they are, and because of my personality disorder, I'm able to adapt to somebody else's personality and go forth with it. Like I can think like I'm in their head. I'm surprised the CIA has never come to scoop me up, but that's only my paranoid schizophrenia side thinking of that.
Yeah.
Do the flats. In these flats, how do you?
Oh, okay. So this is actually true about me. I don't like to identify as any sexual orientation because it's not fair to the people out there that actually have complications identifying themselves as a sexual, as a man or female. So fine, I'll suffer the burden with you, but also another reason is why I won't, look at myself as a man or female is because I look just as good in a skirt, honey, as I do in a set of slacks, baby, okay? It doesn't matter who I am, okay? I'll get my hands done, my feet done, be flamboyant as possible, okay? Because you got to become comfortable with who you are, honey, okay? Absolutely. And you want to make yourself feel good outside as good as you feel inside, okay? And the two of you gentlemen definitely look like neither one of you feel good inside, okay, honey? Because the two of you outside, absolutely disastrous, okay?
Flats.
The flats, honey. Oh my gosh, you with that blue and that black? Who died inside of you, baby? Shit, you are a fashion nightmare, okay, honey? And you, oh my gosh, I can't even get started with you, baby.
Oh man,
you would just be a dreamboat, honey, if you just dropped a little bit and just shaped up, honey.
Oh man, I don't agree, but
absolutely Cuban dreamboat, honey.
Dreamboat.
So, believe it or not, tapping into something like that is actually emotionally draining. It really is, but
yeah.
But these personalities I can adapt. Like there's a personality I have, Leroy Brown, and I have to tap him. I have to tap him in more. But it's mostly like when I'm fucking my wife and or another woman, it doesn't matter, and I just want to treat you like a fucking whore. Bitch, I almost slapped the shit out of you, girl. You don't know who you fucking with, baby. Yeah, you see all 8 inches of his dick. You gonna take it right there to the stubby hairs, baby. Yeah, them joints gonna rub on your lip, girl. the fuck up. You gonna take that slap in that ass, girl. You gonna bend over and take this. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull this dick out and you gonna lick your own pussy juice off of it, girl. Yeah, even that little yeast looking color at the edge of my dick. I'm gonna fuck, girl. You know what I mean? You better pay me my money too when we're through, because this dick ain't free. You paying for every inch, girl. And yeah, it's just personalities that can adapt, and they come out at certain times. You know, I work in a mental health facility, so it actually fits great for me because I work with a lot of mental health patients, and I just can't wait to see what personalities formulate from there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just crazy. I just can't wait to see what comes for the future from here on out.
Well, wait to find out. 2018 is almost over. Trump 2020. Trump. All right.
Well, if he legalizes, if he says he's going to whoever says they're going to federally legalize weed is going to win the vote.
Trump 2020. That's what I say.
Cha Bol 2024.
Yeah.
Something like that. We'll probably shoot for the 30s when reality starts to strike in with people.
Whenever that Future movie was made. 2050.
Right, because I support legal monitored drug use and prostitution.
Good things. 3 good things to support.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I don't think there would be so much rape, because there's women out there that obviously want to be paid to get fucked.
But what about the ones that don't have a choice? Isn't that like paid rape? Like the ones who like...
I mean, you can't, I mean... So if
the ones that like they have to feed their
if,
kids and they don't want to do it.
Yeah, Costa Rica.
Costa
Rica and Dominican Republic. For 30 colones, you can fuck these women.
Okay, but some of them women are doing it for a choice, and some of them women are sex slaves.
Slavery was a choice.
I kind of know what he was saying, but we're not going to go there.
No, let's not go there now. That would take a whole other episode.
Yeah. So, but no. Prostitution. If there was legal prostitution, maybe we wouldn't have to have slavery, prostitution, women in slavery to do prostitution.
Well, it's not even about legal. Trump got rid of the goddamn Craigslist and Backpage ads.
It wasn't Trump. That was way before Trump.
Yeah, but he signed it. He signed the dotted line, the final agreement to get rid of it.
It's okay.
Now I can't get dates anymore.
He's just a puppet.
Who wants to talk to women in public? They're approachable.
What I wanted to tell you earlier is about
Trump 2020. Go ahead.
About looking at women in public is most of the time you will never see this woman again in your life ever.
Yeah, I know. You don't believe this? I've approached somewhere between 500 to 1,000 women between 18 to 29 years old.
What was the response?
I got mostly rejections. I got a few bar makeouts from some drunk pigs. A few dates.
Drunk pigs?
Wow. They were fat girls. I mean, I don't have high standards. I said I made out with mostly fat girls. Most of the dates I've had were fat. I don't have a problem with big girls.
I'm not getting girls, but I made out with some fat pigs.
Well, I mean, I'm a pig. I consider myself a pig too. I don't think I'm some hot guy, but I'm saying that they were. And then someone made me feel like shit afterwards. I would text them and get their number. They were like, "Oh, I was so humiliated last night." I was like, "Oh, why? Because you made out with me?" They're like, "No, I got too drunk." And I'm like, "That's a fucking." And some of them kissed me. I didn't even kiss them. They grabbed me. They wanted to be a little whore for a night. And not even a whore, just kissing that fun. And but yeah, but listen, I've approached. I approach so much like comedy. At least get something from it. Like even if you bomb, you feel like not say that whole therapy thing. Like tonight when I say comedy's therapy. But even if you get like one laugh or even doing this, like you get something out of it. Talking to girls, you don't get nothing really out of that. I mean, you can enjoy approaching girls. I don't enjoy it because I don't get no results out of that. And they're getting more and more unapproachable. That's why when the sex robots come out, let's hope they replace women. Let's hope.
No way, because pussy feels way too good to ever be replaced.
Have you tried a robot pussy yet? You haven't tried it?
Yeah, you haven't.
Yeah, but don't speak till you try it, boy.
Yeah, boy.
I mean,
your boy, please put that 8-inch cock in my robot pussy.
But there's there's no fight. I like when the women have a fight.
Oh, the robot might have that feature. Victim, ghetto black, Me Too white. You never know.
We're gonna have to find out. You let me know.
I'll let you know. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to wrap this episode up. If you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not trying to be rude and say that I don't want to talk to you. Just it's about the same time I gave Chris. So no.
It's been an hour and a half already. That's crazy.
Well, I think it's longer. Let me see. We've been recording now for an hour and 33. Yeah, an hour and 33.
That's amazing.
So check out. Do you want to plug your YouTube channel? Is it Cha Bol Comedy?
Yeah.
You don't have much on there yet, but
No. It's everything will pick up as soon as I get a grasp of my own life and stop smoking crack and doing heroin. Then we'll pick.
That won't happen. You love crack.
Probably not. Yeah.
But
we'll get a grasp of this.
But yeah, so check him out and all that. And also this episode was a Cha Bol Comedy on YouTube.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the plug.
Yeah, no problem. And Chris, thank you for hanging out. And Bill Miller, who left. Yeah,
And Jacobo, I love you, man. Just to let you know, everybody, that Jacobo is my third favorite comic in the Philadelphia area. If you catch him, shake his hand. He's a very friendly person.
Thank you. Now, what about the other two? Who's the other two guys? Real quick. Is it us? Is it
Look, you fucking! I told you earlier you were a tease. Look what you doing.
No.
Look, you teasing him.
Fenris? Would you say Fenris is in the top?
Fenris is number 2, and the number 1 comic of my favorite Philadelphia comic is Moses from South Jersey.
Moses. I don't think I met him yet.
Moses Shapiro.
Oh, Moses Shapiro. Is he a white guy with a beard?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't even caught his act. I met him years ago. Well, you got to check those comics out. But yeah, I'm in the top 3. I'm in the Mount Rushmore of Cha Bol Comedy.
That's it.
What about him?
Yeah, see?
He's not even in there. He's the first guy you met. He got in your head and fucked your first setup.
It's okay.
No respect,
He's made my list of top 10.
All right, you're in the top 10.
No respect.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Joshcast with Cha Bol. War Stories with Cha Bol. Thanks a lot. Have you guys on another time for sure, because no one wants to do this shit show. You guys are only a few. So thanks for doing it. And, yeah.
More shit shows.
More shit shows.
Give it up for the shit show, baby.
All right. Joshcast.